Hey there, everybody, and welcome back to the Guess That Tune series. We're actually up to episode 13 now. And when we last left the tunes, I think quite a lot of you actually struggled with it. There was three tunes, as always, and those tunes were, in fact, before we do that, I'm actually going to read the comment section out because only one person, one solitary person got all three. A couple of you got one, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to read the comments out and then I'll tell you what they actually were. But this week, one of the feedback that I got on one of the comments was that they'd not played any of the Sega game systems, and I must admit, quite a lot of them are all Sega-based tunes. So what I've decided to do this week is there are two SNES tunes and there's one PlayStation tune. So hopefully they'll have a better go of it this week. But I'm actually going to go through some of the comments now. I'm going to read them. So we had Planetary Ashes, who said he didn't know any of them. They were quite doozy level tunes, so they were good picks. So there was one that didn't get any. We had the Portly Gamer, who said he thought that the last one was a Pokemon game. Unfortunately, it wasn't a Pokemon game. But the first two he didn't have a clue with. Then we had G.O.T Gaming, who said that he had never played any of the Sega consoles, so that's why we've decided to go with something a little different. We had the Redneck Gamer, who thought that the first tunes, he thought that Song 1, he knew it was on the Mega Drive, but he was a shot in the dark because he didn't really know what it was from, but he said Shining Force. Unfortunately, that was incorrect. Song 2, he took a shot in the dark at Jane's Pond, which unfortunately also was incorrect. But he knew what the last one was, which was Rocket Knight Adventure. So there's one. He got one right. We had Justin Griffiths, who was also on my podcast. He thought it was Cool Spot, Tune 1, but didn't have any idea about the other ones. Unfortunately, it wasn't Cool Spot. As awesome a game as Cool Spot was, it wasn't Cool Spot. Mayonnaise dropped a sub, and Grumble Gamer sent me. So big shout out to Grumble Gamer for sending some new people over to the channel. I hope they enjoyed the content, so that's absolutely great. And the one person that got all of them was Josh. And Josh went out with this comment. I'm just going to read the full thing. He's put, tune reminds me of Shadow Blasters, but I think it's Toki, and it was Toki, and the game was actually called Toki Going Ape Spit, which I absolutely love the idea that it was called Toki Going Ape Spit because it's so close to a swear word. Tune 2, I remember an egg comes to mind, egg Fantastic Spinny or Dizzy. So he actually did get it right the second time around. He said it was Fantastic Dizzy, and it was indeed Fantastic Dizzy. And the tune 3 was Rocket Knight Adventures. Maybe the clue of Rocket Knight was in the clue in the description. So he actually got all three, which was absolutely fantastic. He was the only person to get all three. So this is what we're actually going to do from now on the Guess That Tunes. I'm actually going to go through the comments section. So well done to Josh. This week, as I said before, we've gone for two SNES games and one PlayStation game. So I hope everybody has a better go of it this week. Most of you, I feel, will definitely get one because it's an absolute gimme. The first tune isn't, but the second tune on one of them is an absolute gimme. So you should get that. The PlayStation one, I think quite a lot of you will get. It's quite an iconic game. And the second tune is probably the most difficult, but it was originally a it was originally a SNES game, but it then got moved onto the Sega Mega Drive as well. So some of you might recognize it from the SNES. So good luck. I'm sorry about the camera quality. By the way, I've had to adjust the brightness because this room is really, really dark, and unfortunately the light isn't actually helping. I need to get some blackout curtains to make the quality a little bit better. So I apologize for that, but as always, leave your guesses in the comment section below. I will go through them all in the next video, and I'll respond to them as well as and when you send the guesses in. If you like this video, leave a big like, and if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more Guess That Tune videos. So good luck this week. Here we go.